Hello everyone, welcome to Science and Environment series with Dr. Vivek Pran. Topic for today's discussion is from clean energy sources. If you have followed the budget 2021, you must have heard announcement regarding the ambitious hydrogen energy mission which caters around the green hydrogen. So in this lecture, we'll be decoding the different types of hydrogen and what are the potential advantages and challenges which this mission might encounter, because the mission is still in the early initial phase and the draft would be out in another couple of months hopefully, and then we will see what will be the salient features of this, one of the most promising announcement in this year's budget. So let's just decode hydrogen energy mission 2021-22. First and foremost, which is the ministry which will be executing or implementing this ambitious mission? It is MNRE, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, because it deals with the clean energy project. This is one of the ministry which is in forefront to implement such energy missions. Already rupees 25 crore have been implemented for the initial phase, and the amount is likely to increase in the coming years. So overall, you can say it's a head start for the mission is already underway. Now, first we focus well on what this mission is all about. We need to differentiate three types of hydrogen. There is a gray hydrogen, then we have a blue hydrogen, and this mission is specifically targeting green hydrogen. So, if you are producing hydrogen from any fossil fuel, it is referred as the gray hydrogen because it contributes to, in a way, pollution. If you are producing hydrogen from a fossil fuel, or fuel is being produced, is being used for fossil fuel, but there is a provision for capturing and storage, then it is referred as the blue hydrogen. When you are producing this hydrogen from a renewable energy source, then it is referred as the green hydrogen. So make sure you are able to differentiate that this specific mission is not about using fossil fuel, but is a paradigm shift towards switching to greener renewable energy sources. When we are producing fuel from renewable energy sources, they have almost zero emissions, and this is what is the mission is aiming at, transforming energy into the green energy fuels. So the need and benefits can be clubbed. The first and foremost, India's INDCs, intended nationally determined contributions, are quite ambitious. India has vowed to reduce emission intensity by almost 33 to 35% by 2030. So to achieve this milestone, we need to not only upscale the green cover but also reduce dependence from the fossil fuels, because already we can say the steps have been taken, but yet almost 60% of energy is produced through thermal or gas-based plants, and renewable share is around 20%. This needs to be upscaled to 40% to achieve those ambitious targets. So in that fight, it becomes imperative that India needs to diversify its energy sources, and green energy from this hydrogen can be one of the options which can be explored to just diversify. So in a way, if we switch towards such renewable energy missions, not only they will be reducing air pollution, but also the overall emissions would also reduce, and in a more comprehensive way we can say it will contribute to diversifying to energy efficient methods of energy generation, because this fuel has a lot of promise. Japan has already touted it as a future technology and is investing heavily in it. In last October, even Delhi has tried using hydrogen, you could say mixed CNG. So in a way, after CNG, we are exploring hydrogen as one of the fuels. So there is no doubt for benefits. It is likely the price is going to come down, and this is going to be a green source to look out for. In challenges, the first and foremost is a transportation challenge, because if you are transporting as a gas, hydrogen gas, then it is a highly inflammable gas, so there is a risk of a major disaster if not handled properly. If you are using it as liquid hydrogen, then it has to be super cooled at minus 253 degrees Celsius. So once again, it's a logistic challenge, and it makes the process little costly one. And moreover, hydrogen does not have any peculiar smell, so in case of a leakage, it is not possible easy to detect as well. So you need to work out on that aspect as well. And currently, the entire process when you are using the electrolysis method to produce hydrogen from water through renewable energy sources, even then the process is quite a costly one. It almost is $6 to $8 per kg. So if you want to use it as a fuel of a conventional nature, the price needs to be brought down. Only then it would be viable. And we can say that for current theme, this is not going to be going to be a daunting task. But once the investments and technologies start flowing, should not be any looking back. So let's hope that the mission draft guidelines are soon out in couple of months. Once the exact framework is out, we will be having another short lecture on it. So I hope you got a brief overview what the hydrogen energy vision announced in the recent budget is all about and what exactly is the science behind it. So if you have any other specific queries, you can ask them in comment section. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.